Ant hills, also known as ant mounds, are complex structures built by ants to house their colonies. These structures are marvels of natural engineering, created by the coordinated efforts of thousands, sometimes millions, of ants. Understanding the number of ants that contribute to the construction of these hills involves delving into the life cycle, behavior, and organization of ant colonies. 1. Queen ant, responsible for laying eggs and ensuring the colony's growth. 2. Worker ants, maintain the nest, forage for food, care for the queen's offspring, and protect the colony. 3. Soldier ants, a specialized group of workers responsible for defending the colony. The construction of an anthill is a cooperative endeavor involving numerous worker ants. The process begins with the excavation of soil, creating a network of tunnels and chambers underground. The excavated soil is brought to the surface and deposited around the entrance, gradually forming the mound. How many ants build the hill? Estimating the exact number of ants involved in building an anthill can be challenging due to the dynamic nature of ant colonies. However, we can make informed estimates based on the typical size of ant colonies and the roles of individual ants. In smaller ant colonies, which may consist of a few hundred to a few thousand ants, the number of workers actively engaged in nest construction can range from a few dozen to several hundred. These smaller colonies often build less elaborate nests, focusing on efficiency and minimalism. Medium-sized colonies, with populations ranging from several thousand to tens of thousands of ants, can dedicate more workforce to nest construction. In such colonies, hundreds to thousands of worker ants may be involved in the process, resulting in more complex and extensive ant hills. Large colonies, particularly those of species like the leafcutter ants or the fire ants, can have populations reaching hundreds of thousands or even millions of individuals. In these colonies, thousands to tens of thousands of worker ants may participate in nest construction simultaneously, creating massive and intricate mounds. Some ant-like fire ant colonies can also be quite large, with populations reaching 200,000 to 500,000 ants. Their nests are typically large mounds, constructed by the cooperative effort of tens of thousands of worker ants. The process of anthill construction is not a one-time event but a continuous activity. As the colony grows, the nest needs to be expanded and maintained. Worker ants constantly excavate new chambers, repair damaged structures, and adjust the nest's layout to accommodate the colony's needs. The process begins with a few worker ants digging into the ground to create the initial chambers and tunnels. As more workers join, the nest expands both vertically and horizontally. Soil is brought to the surface and deposited around the entrance, forming the mound. Workers continually reinforce and repair the nest, responding to environmental changes and colony growth. Ants use a combination of chemical signals, pheromones, tactile signals, and sometimes even sound to communicate and coordinate their activities. This communication is crucial for the efficient division of labor and the successful construction of the anthill. Anthills have a significant impact on their environment. They alter the soil structure, enhance nutrient cycling, and influence plant growth. The construction and maintenance of anthills demonstrate remarkable adaptation to environmental conditions. Leafcutter ant nests have a central mound surrounded by numerous smaller mounds. The underground chambers can house millions of ants and their fungal gardens. A mature leafcutter ant colony can contain millions of ants, with tens of thousands actively involved in nest construction and maintenance. Leafcutter ants adapt their nests to various environmental conditions, ensuring the fungal gardens remain at optimal temperature and humidity levels. Fire ant mounds are typically large, dome-shaped structures with intricate underground networks. The nests can reach up to 18 inches in height and extend several feet below the surface. Fire ant colonies can house hundreds of thousands of ants, with thousands actively participating in nest building. The number of ants involved in building an anthill varies widely depending on the species and colony size. From a few hundred workers in small colonies to millions in large ones, these industrious insects work tirelessly to create and maintain their homes. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.